Some of my favorite types of moves in cardistry are fidget moves. These are moves that you don't really pay attention to when you're practicing, and you kind of just do them because they're very small and comfortable. You don't need to think a whole lot about doing them, and that helps you practice them a lot without even thinking about it. So you get good at these really weird small moves, and they're just super fun and satisfying to do. And over my years of doing cardistry, I've done a lot of fidgeting. So today I want to teach you my 3 favorite cardistry fidget moves that you can learn in one afternoon. Let's get to it. The first move that we will learn today is my move Galva. I made this move back when I was in college. After every class I would fidget with my bus card, and that eventually formed into this move. You can either do it with one card or multiple, and it's really fun and it can get you into some really cool positions. It's also great for combos and filling up space. So without further ado, let's get into it. So to do Galva, all you need is a small packet of 5 to 10 cards. Now the grip for it is a basic straddle grip, but you want to hold it down very loosely like this. Then to do the move, you're going to place your thumb down onto the top of the packet. I like to be about in the center. And then you're going to place your index finger on top, pinching the packet in between your index and your middle finger like this. Then you're going to open up your hand, and with your thumb, you're going to place it at this bottom corner like this, and you're going to push it up with your nail. Now, when you do that, you're going to realize your pinky is free. So you can stretch out your pinky and push in with your thumb like this, and then grab the 2 short ends with your thumb and your pinky. Then from here, you can let go with your index, and then your middle and your ring finger will be under the packet. So you can turn your hand over and use these 2 fingers that are under to turn it back and land back into a straddle grip. Now the flow for the move, you kind of just move in a circle like this. So if you want to do the base move, you just need 1 circle. But you can also add in a second beat or a second circle with the regrip. So right here, you'll finish the first circle, and then you can bring it back around and do a second. So from your POV, it will look like this. Start in straddle grip in your offhand, place your thumb down and regrip your index on top, pinching the packet between your index and your middle. Then with your thumb, you're going to bring it to the corner and push it up and in, contacting it with your pinky like this. Then you're going to turn your hand back around and pull these fingers back in, allowing the card to flip over and land face down in your hand like that. Now the next fidget we're going to learn today is this spread closer that I do. Now I don't want to take credit for this because a lot of people do spread closers like this, but I really like this small little variation that I do, and it's so much fun. All you really need to learn how to do this is know how to do a spread and a charlier, but don't worry, I'll teach you as we go on. So let's get to it. So to do the spread, you want to start off in straddle grip in your main hand, and then with your offhand, you're going to bring your thumb across the bottom third of the deck, contacting the far long edge against your main hand's thumb. From here, you're going to spread out the cards by bringing your thumb over, and the cards will slide. Then as you do this, you can push off some cards with this main hand's thumb, and you're going to catch the cards with your 4 fingers underneath all of the cards like this. Alternatively, you can also go from the bottom and get a really long spread like this. It just depends on how visual you want it. So if you put your thumb at the bottom, you'll be able to get some cards on top and get more of a curved spread like this. Now, once you have these cards spread out, what you're going to do is pinch them off and have them all in your offhand like this. So kind of pretend you're playing cards with your friends and you're not trying to show them. Ignore that you can see them all, But basically, that's all you need to do is pinch off these cards like this in your offhand. Then with your index finger, you're going to place it on this long side in the base packet, and you're going to do 2 things at once. The first is you're going to tilt this offhand packet up, and then against your index finger like this, you're going to square them all up like that. Then from here, you're going to push your thumb against this bottom corner, and your index will be on the top, and that'll allow you to spin the cards around like this. Then you can open up these bottom 3 fingers and kind of drop this packet in and cradle it like that. Then at the same time, after you do the spin, you're going to, with your index finger, push up a charlier packet and then you can close this down and have an open charlier position like that. Then from here, use your thumb to close. So from your POV, it will look like this. Spread out the cards, pinch them so they're in your hand, turn, so bring it up and turn, drop down. You can hold these cards like this, and then push this packet up with your index like a charlier, drop this once open packet down, open charlier position, and then close. And finally, we're going to learn my variation on backdrop I call backstall. This move came about when I was trying to catch cards on the back of my hands and flip them into the front, and then I accidentally started doing it when I would try to do backdrop, and it kind of ended up like this stall variation where you go to turn the card and it stalls on the back of your hand and then you flip it back. It's a really nice little twirl that I think adds a lot, and you can do it with flicker or during combos, and it adds a nice little layer of depth, but it's also really fun to just do with one card and not really think about it. So let's learn. Now, a good prerequisite for this move is to know how to do backdrop, so I'm going to leave a tutorial down in the description if you don't know it already. To do this move, all you need is one single card like this, and you're going to pinch it at the short end like this. Then what you're going to do is with your index finger and your pinky finger, you're going to grab it at the two long side edges like this. Then from here, you're going to do this. You're going to flip your hand over, and then you're going to push open with your middle and your ring finger like this at the same time. Then when your hand is fully turned over, you can let go of the card and have it balance on the back of your hand. Now to flip it back, all you need to do is with your middle finger is push it up and turn your hand back down. One thing I like to note is I like to have this corner at the bottom of my pinky, so when it goes to fall, it turns a little bit. So it's not falling down like this, but it's turning and then falling like this. That way you have a little bit more space to be able to catch the card. And when you catch it, all you're doing is opening up your pinky and then closing it against your ring finger like that. So in one motion, it looks like this: stall, catch. Now, once you catch it, all you need to do is with your thumb, grab it and place it against your ring finger, and then you can re-grip with your index and then turn it over and do whatever you want afterwards. So from your POV, it will look like this. Grab off one card, re-grip, so it's now at the two edges, flip over, the card is now on the back of your hand, lift up your fingers and turn your hand back, allowing the card to turn, and then pinch in between your pinky and your ring. Bring your hand back around, grab with your thumb, and do whatever you want after. But yeah, there you have it. Sorry if this tutorial was a bit quick. These moves are very simple, so it's really hard to go into detail with them. But if you need any advice, please let me know, and I'm more than happy to help down in the comments below. As well, in the description, I have tutorials for all of the original versions of these moves. These are all kind of just fidget moves I've done over the years, but they all are based off of something, and I really think it's important to go learn the source material, because without them, these moves would not have been made. But yeah, sorry if this video was a bit quick. Once again, they're really hard to teach in detail. As well, I'm getting ready to go to CardistryCon. You may have noticed my bags and stuff in the background, but I'm very excited for that, and I can't wait to see you all who are attending. So yeah, please have an amazing day. See ya next time. And yeah, be a good person, do good things, and I still need an outro, but yeah, goodbye.